Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can build a $10,000 a month online business for yourself. So, let's begin. Now, I'm quickly going to go through all 6 steps so you know exactly what to do, but if you click right here, it will take you to a playlist that will very concisely explain to you how to do each one of these steps. Now, the first step is to find a niche. And it helps if you're an expert in the subject, but you don't have to be. You only have to be an expert in what I'm going to teach you, because you can find an expert in this niche, partner up with them. You take 7,000, they take 3, and then there's nothing stopping you from finding 3 or 4 different experts where you can duplicate the same process. So you have to find a niche. And for example of this video, I came up with a pretty cool idea. Any one of you could use at the moment a online course that teaches people how to build a 6-figure food truck business. So this is just slightly what I've come up with, and we're going to get to all this later when we get to building a landing page. But you're going to find a niche. Number 2, you're going to get a business name, and this is very simple. Just go to ChatGPT and ask, give me 20 business names for an online business that teaches a course, blah, 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 food truck. I went with food truck formula. That was a ChatGPT name. So you're going to get your business name, and then you want to run it through some kind of domain name search and just make sure it's not taken as a website name. It's online business, it's important to have a website name. And then number 3, and I really don't care what anyone says here, you should really form an LLC. I'm not a lawyer, this is just for educational purposes, but you should really create an LLC. And the reason why is because of traffic. So if you're getting thousands of people visiting your website every month, well, with increased traffic comes increased risk. And an LLC is going to protect your personal assets from the possibility of if somebody tries to sue you. So LLC. And then number 4, you're going to create a business bank account. This is simple. When you make your LLC, you get an EIN number. You're going to take this and the letter from your state saying the LLC is created, take it to a bank, and then you get a business bank account. It's that simple. Then number 5, you're going to create a digital product. I said if you get through 6, you have an online business. So I'm telling you, this stuff is pretty easy. So as an example, something here like food truck formula, it would be a course. So you would go out and film a course. It's really quite simple, especially if you're partnering up with an expert. Just ask them questions. How did you start this business? Just come up with an outline, go out and film it. You could realistically do it in 2 months. Like realistically, I'm saying, if you really wanted to get this done, because most of you don't actually want to make money online. But if you really wanted to get this done, you could probably do it in 2 weeks. But if you have a lot of responsibilities and a full-time job and everything like that, I would say 2 months, but it's not that bad. And then number 6, you're going to create a landing page. And these are the 6 steps. Now, creating a digital product and creating a landing page, these are interconnected, if you will. An online course could be shared Google Drive files, but it could also be on the back end of your website. So if it's on the back end of your website, creating a landing page is going to be a little different. Now, you're still going to create the landing page that people go to, but you would do a lot more work on the back end. Set permissions to pages, set up membership pages, stuff like that. But let's say you're just selling an ebook, then your website essentially is just the landing page. When people buy, there's like a download that's emailed to them. So a course is a little bit different. You could do a community, which would also be the back end of a website. But these are very easy to set up, and I think they're great online businesses for beginners, a community. So that's just how 5 and 6 can change a little bit. The next step would be marketing, and this is easier than one might think. So if you click right here, it'll take you to a playlist where I used AI to create shorts for me. And I actually have a spreadsheet with just some results after 10 days. And after day 9, I got a grand total views of 33,745. That was just from AI making shorts. I was using this website, not sponsored by them. It's called Opus Clip. You drop a link to a long form video. I do my own content, and then it cuts up shorts for you just like this. So in 9 days, essentially 34,000 views. Now what's interesting about this, if we take, let's just say 34,000 and divide it by 9 is the amount of days I'm running that experiment. Daily average of 3,777 views. So if we then took this number and multiplied by the days in the year, we could get a yearly total of using AI to create shorts for you. It takes 10, 15 minutes a day. It equals 1.4 million views over the year. And why this is important is if you could convert that to 0.025%, means 1 out of every 400 people that watches your content decides to follow. You end the year with 34,472 subscribers or followers, what have you. Now this number is special and it's important is because 34,000 followers a lot. Not really, but it's enough that you could sell your product to. So that's one way to market, which is very easy. Another way that you could use social media to get more views and get more attention is to look up the topic or the hashtag in the niche that you're going into. So let's look up food truck on Instagram. I also feel like there could be a lot of good viral opportunities with something like a food truck, all this interaction with people, food, what have you. So let's look it up at Reels. So I would look through and I would try to find the top 20 and then I would just copy them.
One chip challenge.
What do you have over here?
The one chip 2023 exclusive.
One chip, the 2020.
Okay, so you could do videos like this. But anyway, I would go through and I would make a list, let's just say the top 100, and I would copy them. Because if they work on Instagram, they've already been proven to work, you just copy. And all the meanwhile, what you're doing is you're putting on your short and a reel, a little banner here that says visit site, and then people go and they visit. I could talk about marketing for hours, it would bore you. This is essentially it. There's a lot of steps in between here, obviously, but I just wanted to give you a snapshot of how you can actually go out and create an online business. Every step that I've given you has its own skills, but you can go on YouTube and you can find all this information for free. Bye.